Hello everyone. We have with us Sara, who is from ESADE Business School, and it is our pleasure to have her over today to talk to us about the school and the program. Sara, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us something about the program, please?
Yes, sure. My name is Sara Argudo, and I'm Admissions Associate Director for the South Asia region at the ESADE Business School. ESADE Business School is based in Barcelona, in Spain. And as you know, Barcelona is the startup hub of Europe. We are the transportation hub as well. We are a very cosmopolitan city. We have a lot of international students and international people working there. And at our business school, well, we have 3 campuses in Spain. 2 of them are in Barcelona and the other one is in Madrid.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
So tell us something about the program, Sara.
Sure.
About the ESADE Business School. Who should be applying? What kind of students should apply to the school?
Yeah, sure. So the programs that we offer at our business school, we have different programs going from the BBA to executive MBA programs. Personally, I'm in charge of the full-time MBA and master programs. For the master programs, we offer different masters for different expectations from students who suit different profiles. So just to give you an example of the masters that we offer the Masters in International Management, Masters in Finance, Masters in Business Analytics, that this is a pretty new program that we offer, the Masters in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. We have also a Masters in Marketing for students interested in marketing, and we also have a Masters in Global Strategic Management, where the students can opt to study in 3 different continents.
Wow, there's quite a lot of master's programs here.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us, our students, what's the eligibility criteria? I mean, if they are going for a master's, what kind of criteria would you require so that students fit into the program?
Yeah, sure. For the MBA program, for example, what we require from students, so to speak, the minimum requirements is 2 years of professional work experience. So you should have at least 2 years. Apart from that, we ask that you have a bachelor degree program, and we ask the typical things that we ask from the application, that you submit your CV, references, you write some essays, and so on. What we also ask from candidates is that they should have a GRE or GMAT exam as well.
Okay, all right. Now, earlier you mentioned to me that students have started applying, and you guys have opened your applications from September and you go on all the way to June.
Yeah.
So what's the good time to apply? I mean, have we missed the time, or are we early? What's the best time to apply?
Yeah, they haven't missed the time, so don't worry about that. We are at the first stages of the application now. Typically, application process opens in September and finishes in June. What we always recommend students, even though the applications process is quite long, is that they apply early on for many reasons. First of all, because they will have more chances to get admitted into the program if they apply earlier on, less competition. If we are, for example, in April, May, we will have only few places available, both MBA and master programs, so it's going to be more challenging for them to get in. Apart from that, what we recommend, why we recommend that they apply early, is that they will have more chances to get scholarships as well, which I know for a lot of students is very important to get a scholarship. And of course, it is good to apply early for visa and other logistics that they might have to settle before coming to Barcelona.
So students, if you are watching this program, you must know that this is a good time for you to apply and start working on your applications, because this is the season. Sara, I would like to ask, you touched upon a very important point there, scholarships. I guess every one of us wants to know about that, right? So can you tell us about what scholarship programs does your school offer? How can students apply for it? What is your eligibility criteria, etc.? Can you just give us all the information?
Yeah, of course. So regarding scholarships, we have 2 kinds of scholarships. We have the merit scholarships and also the scholarships based on need. The way you apply for scholarships is very straightforward. You just go to our website and you will see that you will have a list of scholarships. You choose one of them I recommend you choose the one you feel most, you can relate to, and then you will be asked to write a very short essay regarding why you would like to apply to this scholarship and how you can contribute to ESADE if you were given a scholarship. And that's pretty much it. The criteria that we look at when giving a scholarship basically is the same as the admission. We look at the whole application of the applicant. We look what special characteristics has every applicant, and so we decide upon that. Of course, if it's need-based, we also look at the finances of the candidate as well. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say before, I was telling you about the eligibility for the MBA program. I didn't tell you about the eligibility for the master programs, I think. For the master programs, you don't need the 2 years of work experience. Any student that have a bachelor degree can apply to these programs and then choose the one they feel more comfortable with and they want to specialize.
So you're saying that in the master's program, it's not necessary that they have work experience before joining in?
Exactly. They don't necessarily need work experience. We have some students that they have 1 year, but normally students have maximum up to 2 years of work experience or not work experience at all. It depends.
Okay, coming back to the scholarships question, because that's most important for all of us. So how much of scholarship can a student aim for? A full scholarship? Is it partial? How does it work? I mean, how many Asians have got it? How many Indians have got it for that?
Yeah, unfortunately we are a small school, so for now we cannot offer full fee scholarship. Our scholarships typically range from 20% to 50% of the tuition fee.
Okay.
And this depends on how we assess the candidate's application, if we see the value, and also if they need the scholarship financially. This is also another factor that influences.
Perfect. Now, could you also tell us, because we are now in the season of applying and students are filling out their college application forms.
Yeah.
So they want to know what are you looking for in essays and the recommendation letters. Could you just give us some idea about what that is all about?
Yeah, sure. It is very important that in your essays you are very honest. It is very important that you let. Normally it's me that I'm reading the applications. It's important that I get the idea of who you are and why you want to do this program. You will see that typically on the essays you will get questions about your motivation to do the program, what you want to do after the program, and what you can bring to ESADE. What is your added value? So I really recommend that you are honest and you write your own essays because it's very easy from an admissions point of view to spot when you copy the essays from somewhere or someone is writing them from you. So I will tell you the same about the interview. Please be yourself, be honest. We want to know who you are and your motivation to do the masters. And in the same regard about the references that you were telling me. So references, what I normally recommend candidates is that you ask someone that really knows you, that knows you well, to write this reference from you. Many times we find the case that candidates tend to ask very senior managers or very senior professors to write the references, and these references are very short and they don't show the value of the candidate because really this person doesn't know the candidate well. So don't worry, ask someone that knows you well, that is in the case of the MBA, we ask professional recommendations, so someone that works with you or a direct manager. And in the case of the MSCs, if you can have references from professors, but make sure that they know you and they can write a good recommendation.
This is actually very valuable advice you have given because students do not know whom should they get their recommendations from. So the fact that you clarify that we are not looking at very high-profile recommenders, but rather people they have worked with, clarifies a lot of points. Can you also tell us, how many Asians apply in ESADE school and how many actually get it? Because that gives us a perspective of the seats and the number of students applying and what are the chances of getting in.
It's different year per year. I can tell you the numbers from last year, for example. Typically from the South Asia region, we have around 500 applications for the MBA only. And normally we have around 20 students selected from this region. So it's MBA specifically is quite a competitive program. It's very popular in India. I think a lot of candidates want to go abroad and do their MBA, and because they want to change their career and they want to experience what is living abroad, meet people from different backgrounds, etc.
So there are many Indians also who are getting into this 20 seats.
Yeah. There are many Indians.
Could you tell us like what's like a classic day at ESADE? I mean, if I'm a student, what would be my day like? How would it be? How would be studying in an MBA program? What's it like?
This is a question we get a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's great.
Actually, there's not a classic day per se at ESADE, so every day is different. Some days you will have more classes, some days you will have less. During the core courses, basically you will spend time doing work assignments with your study group. And you will also, depending on the day, you will have career fairs, you will have some kind of networking events, you will work on the career acceleration programs that we offer at ESADE. And so it really depends on the, even on the masters is the same. It depends on the day, and it depends on the time of the program, because if you are doing electives, maybe you are doing an internship as well, so then it's totally different.
Okay, that's interesting. And would you have some words of advice to our students, something that they can take back and think about, when they are applying to ESADE? Any words that you would like to share?
Yeah, I would like to share, when you apply to ESADE, I recommend you, this can seem that it's pretty obvious, but a lot of candidates, they don't know it. When you do your application, I recommend you, apart from doing the research from the website and asking admissions and things that you can find online, I recommend you to come to the info sessions that we have. Normally we have many info sessions in India. We will have info sessions this month in Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore. And I recommend you as well to contact alumni and students and current students of ESADE, because at the end of the day, maybe you will see that programs are similar, but the culture and the feel of the school, when you talk to alumni or current students, it's totally different. And it is very important that you are very sure about the decision you are taking. At the end of the day, doing a master's or doing an MBA, it's a life-changing experience, it's a big investment, so you have to be very sure that you make the right decision on that. And again, I just want to say that at ESADE, we believe in three things. Our values are that we believe in the collaborative spirit. Other schools, they believe in competition instead of collaboration. We think it's very important that people work in groups, because when they work after the program, they will have to work in groups at their jobs. They will have to lead teams, etc. We also believe on the hands-on experience, and we believe on the practical way of learning. We have a new learning method that is called Student First, where students prepare before class and then they discuss in class the things they have prepared. So this is a mixture, of case studies, of lectures from the professors, discussion in class, work group, etc. And these are the values that basically we have. And the last value will be that we have programs that they fit every student. So they are very flexible in the way that the students can do the program the way that they want. They can customize the program through electives and many other features that we have both in the MBA and the Masters. And we offer a lot of flexibility, both in the MBA and the Masters. They can do an internship, they have the possibility to do study tours, go abroad, meet alumni, meet with companies in another region, things like that. So it is very customizable for the student.
Awesome, that sounds so good. So that's a lot of information that we have today, and I thank Sara for taking the time out and joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking it.
And we've had a wonderful time. We loved understanding everything about it. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.